Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 10, sadly, and my Week 11 picks for the 2021 NFL season. Check it out. Well, as you can tell, I'm in a different area right now. I'm in my school area right now, which happens to be my living room. But anyways, you notice the Christmas wreath out there, getting ready for Christmas. And I know, it's a little early. I'm not a Christmas guy, whatever. But, that being said, the reason why I'm over here where I am now is because I'm getting ready to do one of my finals exam this week. So I'll be getting my brain working after I do my picks right now. And sorry, give me a little oozy right now. I feel a little, allergies with the allergy season coming up with all the sneezing and wheezing going on. So, just don't mind my voice if it gets a little out the area right now. So don't mind that. But anyways, that being said, my what happened last week was probably one of the worst weeks I ever had since I've been doing NFL videos for the last 7 years. So this is probably one of the worst what I ever done in there. So on the record, 4-9-1 with one push this week, which I'll get to that in a bit. And against the spread, I had 1-9. No, that's not good, And over and under, it was the only 500 mark I did. I went 6-5-2, which got a couple of pushes in there. So, that being said, what happened last week was Baltimore, Miami. Baltimore just laid an egg in the fourth quarter in that game, and that game was just something. Miami wanted to prove like we're still around. They're going to hear we're just going to screw the most, and there you are. Dallas and Atlanta. I kind of thought Atlanta would try to fail. Dallas would try to fail the cover, but they kind of like a disappointment right now. On that, the way they pulled out. The other day, it was just really bad for Atlanta. So they look like they're in a trend right now. They look good for a while. They just went downhill over that. In Tennessee and New Orleans. Tennessee came out when they improved on top of the AFC East, which is probably the only elite team in the AFC right now. And everyone else is really a tight race down there and everything else like that. But Tennessee's like the team to beat for the AFC, and they look like they're going to be the one who represented the AFC in the Super Bowl. This kind of looks that way. So Indianapolis and Jacksonville, that was a really, really tight and good game for Indianapolis. They look like they want to get a fight for the playoff spot. They're always in the hunt, but they always try to fail or not make it or stuff like that. But I think this time around, there's possibility Indianapolis might do that. But we'll see. My Patriots and the Cleveland Browns, if I had to pick a wrong game I really liked, this is it. You can tell. But hey, Cleveland laid an egg too, like Baltimore did. But they scored first, but it was all the Patriots after that. So, but finally for Jacoby Myers... So, finally, for Jacoby Myers to get his first touchdown pass, he had 1,000 receiving yards, never got a touchdown pass. And he finally gets it on the last touchdown drive of the game. So, that was pretty much, I'm happy to hear him. But, of course, I'm going to send my thoughts for Troy Hill, who have suffered a really neck injury. That was a really, really bad injury from that Jacoby Myers' first touchdown play. That was a really, really a bad one. So that he was stretchered off on the field, which is really bad. Which good news is he looks like he's going to be fine, but still, that was really, really scary. So I don't know. Maybe things could change over there for that. So we'll see. But sorry, little allergies coming in. I'm still trying to fight it. With a little bit of blueberry tea. So, I'm not a tea drinker, but today is a special day for that. So, and of course, Buffalo and the New York Jets. Buffalo just came up and showed up like, we're still in the playoff chase. Here's what we need to do. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm a little congested, so I do apologize. I feel really bad about it, so just bear with me. I'm sorry. All right, let's continue on. Pittsburgh and Detroit. All I could say for Detroit Lions, congratulations. You didn't lose this week, but you had a tie. So, which my point possession is 10 minutes is too damn short. Excuse my language. I rephrase that. 10 minutes, it's too short for an overtime period. I think they should go back to the 15-minute rule for that. And honestly, just go to the college football style. Play 15 minutes, play until you don't get a score. That's the way I look at it. So, like, for example, you kick off, you earn your way in, get a touchdown or a field goal, give a team another shot. You fail to do that, game's over. That's the way to go. But the way I look at it is just like, that they really need to fix the overtime rules. It's getting a little crazy. But hey, the first tie of the year, that's the longest we had since the 10-minute rule came in and stuff like that. So everything else. But there's definitely need some fixing on the overtime rules. Like get rid of the ties. You've switched it back to 15-minute rules in overtime. That's the way I look at it. Tampa Bay and Washington. Washington came to play, and that's the way I look at it. And you can see Tom Brady look like Grumpy from Snow White. I'm there. He didn't look really happy at all at that one. So, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick, he got hurt again, so we're going to have to go with who they need to go with now. So, I think the Washington football team, I think they're going to be really stepping up to the plate as a defensive team, so we'll see how that one goes. So, but anyways, the Washington football team, they look like pretty okay right now, and excuse me for a minute. Yeah, Taylor Hinkley, he's going to be stepping up to the plate after Ryan Fitzpatrick injury. So I think, with Ryan Fitzpatrick, he got a hip injury. So most likely he's going to be done for the year. He'll probably retire after that one. So you got Tyler Hickety and probably stepping up to the plate right now. He's going to be the guy right now. So for Washington, he'll leave the team to the promised land. Maybe. Arizona, Carolina. All I can say is welcome back, Cam Newton. Hey, you won the game. Didn't take too long to reduce that, and hey, good to see Cam Newton back. You know, it was a shame it didn't work out for him in New England. Hey, I was happy to have Cam Newton there. He did, but since he got COVID last year, all that, he went downhill. He looks like he's a better shape guy. Looks pretty healthy. I'm really happy for him. So I hope he plays really well in Carolina. I hope he stays in there for another year. We'll see how that one goes. The LA Chargers in Minnesota, that was a game that really, really needed LA Chargers to win. They need to keep the playoff hopes alive, and probably Minnesota should think we should get a quarterback. I don't know. Denver and Philly. Well, Denver and Philly for this one. This was a game that I didn't expect seeing coming. So, for the Broncos, I think, hold on just a minute. Whew. Well, for the Broncos, I think this is a game that's going to be a really close margin and everything else we're going to go. I kind of expected that from Eagles game. But anyway, but that being said, Eagles just came out to play and they proved we're still going to be a league contender. Just give us some time. So Jalen Hurts, he looks like he'll be a solid player. He just needs a lot of supporting cast. So I think that's the way to look at it. Seattle and Green Bay, this was kind of... And welcome back to Aaron Rodgers and welcome back to Russell Wilson, but unfortunately he didn't get the win. You know what? But Seattle's defense only gave up 17 points, which is the least the amount to give up all year. They're probably the worst defense in the league this year. And I think they're going to try to improve that, and that's the reason why they're not playing well right now. And I had them as my upset pick and everything else. And it didn't work out that way, What are you going to do? So, in the LA Rams and San Francisco, Kansas City and the Las Vegas Raiders. Kansas City came back strong. They came back as the Kansas City team that they had for the 2 Super Bowl runs. They look like they're going to be back in shape, and I think they're going to be in a playoff hunt. Whereas for the Vegas Raiders, they look like they're going to be going downhill. In the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers, the Rams showed they needed to do what they needed to do to keep the pace with the Cardinals. So I think that's the way I looked at it for that. So anyways, that being said, so that's my thoughts for the week. Let's get on with my week 11 picks. All right, now it's time for my picks. And before I get to my picks, the bye weeks for this week, we're almost at the end of the bye weeks. We're at, for week 11, it's the Rams and the Broncos this week. So if you have any of the Broncos defense, the Rams defense, Odell Beckham Jr., Matthew Stafford, Teddy Bridgewater, guys like them, bench them. They're not going to be playing this week if you're on fantasy. So, anyways, let's continue on. Kicking off the Thursday night game. My Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons to kick up Thursday night game in Atlanta. I think this is a game that my Patriots are going to win out this game. They're going to probably pick up where they left off against Cleveland, I believe, but I think it's going to be not what I say it is. I think they're going to be a little bit of closer margin than that. They're going to probably pick up where they left off for the most part. So, anyways, that being said, I think my Patriots will beat out the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta on Thursday night, and they're going to take the win. So I'm going to take my New England Patriots over the Atlanta Falcons in this game. On the line, though, my Patriots are favored by 5 in this game. So I'm going to take my Patriots minus 5.5. Over and under, it's 47. I'm going to go under 47 because I don't trust any of that Atlanta offense. The Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this is a game that's going to be a fight to the end for this one. Indianapolis wants to fight for the playoffs as Buffalo wants to try to get that wild card spot. May not mean that division, excuse me. But anyways, that being said, Buffalo is going to look like they're going to be a team to go if it's in Buffalo. So I'm going to take, if I would have taken, if it was in Indianapolis, I probably would have gone the other way with it because Buffalo struggles on the road than they do at home. So, but technically, that being said, I think I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo over the Indianapolis Colts in this game. On the line, though, the Bills are favored by 7 in this game. I'm going to take Indianapolis plus 7. Over and under, it's 49. I'm going to go over 49. The Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. Now, this is another close matchup I expect to be. I think Baltimore is going to be in the top of their game right now after they're probably going to be really upset too after that Thursday night game against Miami. So I think Baltimore is going to probably take it out in Chicago. So I think I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens over the Chicago Bears in this game in Baltimore. On the line though, Baltimore's favored by 6 in this game. I'm going to take Chicago plus 6. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to go under 45. The Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. This is a must-win situation for Cleveland. They want to keep their playoff hopes alive. Then other than that, as the Detroit Lions, they're trying to look for their first win, even though they got their... Technically, they could have got a win yet on Sunday, but they ended up getting a tie. So anyways, that being said, it's in Cleveland. I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns over the Detroit Lions in this game. On the line, though, Cleveland's favored by 10 in this game. I'm going to take Cleveland minus 10. Over and under is 46. I'm going to go under 46. The Tennessee Titans over in the Houston Texans right now. The Tennessee Titans had a big, strong game against the New Orleans Saints, and they're probably going to continue that trend against Houston. So with Ryan Tannehill right now, I think he's going to have a bounce back, and he's going to have another game out. So he's probably the best quarterback right now in the AFC right now, besides Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. So anyways, that being said, and I forgot Lamar Jackson too, so one of the veteran players. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans over the Houston Texans in this game. On the line, though, Tennessee's favored by 10 in this game. I'm going to take Tennessee minus 10. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to go under 45. The Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Now, this is a game that Green Bay is going to continue to spread. They're probably going to pick up what they left off against Seattle, be a defensive game, and that's what I expect from there. And Green Bay has a much better defense than Minnesota. So I think that's going to come down to the defense in this game. So I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over the Minnesota Vikings in this game. On the line, though, Green Bay is favored by 2 in this game. I'm going to take Green Bay minus 2. Over and under, it's 49. I'm going to go under 49. The Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Now, this is a must-win situation for Miami if they want to keep back in the pace in the AFC. Now, this is a game that it's in New York, too. So this is a really a close matchup. And I expect to have Miami to come pick up where they left off against Baltimore. So I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins over the New York Jets in this game. On the line, though, the Dolphins are favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Miami minus 3. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to go over 45. The Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. Now, this is a welcome back home game. Well, is it? Well, technically, I think so. Well, technically, I think, but having Cam Newton back, is probably a good sign for Carolina. This is probably the best momentum right now. So that in there. But that being said, though, this is probably a homecoming for excuse me. I'm gonna say this is probably a homecoming for for Cam Newton going back to Carolina, plays home game since 2019. So I think this is a really good one for Cam Newton to win. It's gonna be an emotional game for him. So I'm going to take the Cam Newton and the Panthers over the Washington football team in this game. On the line, though, Carolina's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Carolina -3. Over and under, it's 43. I'm going to go over 43. Oh, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Sorry, I skipped that game. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles. Are going to pick up where they left off against Denver, and I'm going to take it out on New Orleans. But it's a close game. I think it was a pick-em, but, just today, this morning, it went Philadelphia in this one. So I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the New Orleans Saints in this game. On the line now, Philadelphia is favored by 1.5 in this game. I'm going to take Philadelphia -1.5. Over and under, it's 44. I'm going to go over 44. The San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this is a game San Francisco really needs. So, I think San Francisco is going to try to get a chance to get a playoff spot. So, they're going to at least try. So, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers over the Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. On the line, though, Jacksonville's defense looks pretty good. So, but anyway, San Francisco, they're favored by 5.5 in this game. But like I said, Jacksonville's defense looks pretty good. They're coming off. They're turning things around since that Buffalo game. So, I'm going to take Jacksonville plus 5.5. Over and under, it's 46. I'm going to go under 46. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, this is a game that Cincinnati is going to probably need. So, the most that anyone says to keep a pace in the AFC North. So, I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals over the Las Vegas Raiders in this game. On the line now, Cincinnati. It's a pick'em game. So, I'm going to take Cincinnati in a pick'em. Over and under, it's 49. I'm going to go over 49. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys in this game in Kansas City. This is a very, very tough place to play. And then after what I saw yesterday, on Sunday against with the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes on Sunday night, they came back strong. We saw Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes again, and I think that's going to continue that spread. And I think it's going to be a back and forth game. I say there's going to be no defense on the field, so I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs over the Dallas Cowboys in this game, considering it's at Arrowhead. But if it's in Dallas, I'm probably would have gone the other way with this. So I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs over the Dallas Cowboys in this game. On the line, though, Kansas City's favored by 2 in this game. I'm going to take the Chiefs -2. Over and under, it's 55. I'll be all over that. I'm going to go over 55 on that one. So I think it's going to be right over to in the 40 mark. No doubt about that. The Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Now, we don't know what the status is for DeAndre Hopkins. We don't know the status for Kyle Murray. But anyways, last I heard that Kyle Murray's practicing. He's back practicing after the game. On Monday or something. He started practicing once more. So, looks like he's going to be active. We don't know yet. But until then, the Seattle defense, I'm still questioning it right now. So, with that defense, I'm not that 100% sure. Still really can't trust Seattle's defense right now. I can't really. So I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals in an upset over the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. On the line now, Seattle favored by 2 in this game, which I have no idea why. So I'm going to take Arizona +2. Over and under, it's 50. I'm going to go under 50. But I think Arizona will switch back into the favorite group if we know the status for Kyle Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. So other than that, I'm still taking Arizona to win out this game. Ooh. I am so sorry about that. It's that time of the year, and I really don't like it. The LA Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Now, this is a game. This is the LA Chargers really need the most. Pittsburgh, I'm not really trusting Pittsburgh right now. With Big Ben, I don't really know what is up to him. Offensively, I don't really trust him. Defensively, yes. So, but that being said, I'm going to take the LA Chargers over the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game in LA. On the line, though, the Chargers are favored by 3 in this game. 3.5, excuse me. So I'm going to take the LA Chargers on -3.5. Over and under, it's 47. I'm going to go under 47. Monday Night Football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Now, this is a game. This is like the 4th straight primetime game of the New York Giants, which I'm still questioning why. But that being said, Tom Brady and the Bucs, I think they're going to really beat out the New York Giants in this game. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the New York Giants. On the line, though, Tampa Bay is favored by 11.5 in this game, which, hold on. It's 11.5? Hold on, yes, it is 11.5. So I apologize. So it is 11.5, so and it's in Tampa Bay, so I'm going to take Tampa Bay over the New York Giants, and Tampa Bay minus 11.5 because I don't trust the Giants defense. And then over and under, I'm going to go under 50. And those are my picks for the week. I do apologize for my sinuses this week, so let me apologize straight out from there. So I promise I will try to be better next week from that, so no doubt about it. But it's still not going to stop me doing my picks video, and it's not going to stop me doing my finals this week. So I got a few more finals to go. So I believe I got 3 more finals after this week. So I got to get rolling for that. I got to get my brain working to get my test rolling or to get myself graduation soon. If I can do that this year. I don't know. I'm really hoping I can. So anyways, that being said, those are my picks for the weeks. Shoutouts this week is my good old buddy, the Blind Canadian Cat. Check him out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator in the description down below right here, as well as the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator community you see down there as well. Until then, this is Andrew Warren saying, signing off and rock out, and I will try to be here for Thanksgiving week.